Why is he saying this is us when it means this is ours? I found 2 examples of this kind in Harry Potter so far, and in both cases, the speaker is Mr. Weasley and the listener is Harry. Does it add some nuance? Is it his habit of saying? In a lift of the Ministry of Magic building. They reach their story. "This is us, Harry," said Mr. Weasley, and they follow the witch out of the lift into a corridor lined with doors. "My office is on the other side of the floor." Harry Potter 5, Us version, p.130-131, bold font is mine. They are looking for the campsite they booked in advance. "Always the same," said Mr. Weasley, smiling. "We can't resist showing off when we get together." "Ah, here we are, look, this is us." They had reached the very edge of the wood at the top of the field. Harry Potter 4, Us version, p.79, bold font is mine.
It's commonly used when in a queue-like situation to show that it's our turn. In a lift, for example, when you arrive at your floor, it would be acceptable to say this is us. In the second example, I would be more likely to say this is ours, but it's similar. The sites are allocated, so there's sort of a queue, but it's a stretch.
You will commonly hear someone, in both North America and the UK, say this is me when either riding a bus with someone else or walking together. It means something like this is my stop, or this is where my path diverges from yours, or we've reached my destination, so I'm stopping now. It's an idiom, which means it doesn't have to make sense. I hadn't heard this is us before, but to me it's just an obvious pluralization of this is me. The sentence could be 2 things. An ellipsis, in which the word for has been neglected, this is for us, when getting off the lift onto the story where they intended to go. It could be a corruption of this is our destination, usually shortened to this is ours. But in both cases, it meant that this was the place they intended to go to.
In the lift, Mr. Weasley by us probably meant not himself and Harry, but the department he worked in. With that in mind, his usage of us makes perfect sense. I don't remember what exactly goes after your second example in the book, but probably there was some kind of sign, marking their campsite, and that makes us quite acceptable here. Compare it to looking on a photo with you and your friends on it. I can't believe this is us. We look so much younger here.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.